Hello everyone and welcome to Lovella's Coloring. How are you all doing? I do hope you all are keeping yourselves safe and staying healthy. As for my family and I, we are doing good. This week has been busy with everyone all in the house, and we're just trying to keep some sort of normalcy in the house and trying not to have too much cabin fever, which I'm sure all of you are trying to do the same. So, skin tones. I have to let you know, just, doing videos in general makes me nervous and anxious, and the feelings are the same for whenever I color skin. So I hope you bear with me as we both go through this video series. I already tried earlier to do a video and it was over an hour long, and I only did one skin tone and my phone was almost dead. So I just wasn't satisfied with that recording, so I just deleted the whole thing. So instead I thought it would be easier for me if I would just show you how I color the skin tone sped up. So I won't be talking just in this intro to let you know what to expect in the video. And yeah, so I'll have the name of the pencils and the marker I use on the bottom left hand corner, and it will also be down below in the video description. So I do apologize that this is the best way for me to film at the moment. And just to be sure this is just how I go about using these mediums to create the skin tones I want to see in my colorings. It isn't the right or wrong way of coloring, it's just what is comfortable for me. So I hope that what you take from these videos are just tips that you can add to your way of coloring. So in each of the videos, I'm going to be doing 6. I'm going to be using 6 different skin tones. So for this video, I will be doing number 26, Pastel Peach. And then the next few videos, I'll be using 142 Pale Cream, number 36 Regular Cream, number 107 Sand, number 21 Terracotta, can't see it but it's there, and then number 95 Burnt Sienna. So the markers I use are the TouchNew skin tone markers. They have the same colors and numberings with the Lemonshade brand. I'm not sure if it's the same as the Ohuhu brand, but I do know that Cali Art and Arteza are different. But I'll show you on the screen how the color looks like before I start coloring with the pencils. My advice with coloring skin tone is to take your time, coloring lightly and building up your color. There's a reason why you see the Faber Castell Polychromes. I am going to be using this for these videos. I like using these for skin tones because they are hard and they are also oil-based colored pencils, so it makes it easier for me to smooth out the layers of colors with a Q-tip. So let me go bring one out right here. So I like to use Q-tips to smooth out the layers and just to blend it all together so there's not so much pencil marks. And even though I will be showing you these examples of skin tones on cardstock, I do the same on Create Space paper and Amazon paper, the way I color the skin. But with those kind of papers, I would use hard leaded colored pencils like the Faber Castell Polychromos, or the Sargent Arts were pretty good. I used those, Black Widows. I also used the Crayola colored pencils. So those were all great pencils to use on like Create Space, Amazon papers if you're not going to copy onto cardstock. The cardstock that I am using is, hold on, I have the paper here somewhere hiding. Hold on one moment. Okay, so The cardstock I'm using is Spring Hill Digital 8.5 by 11. It is 110 pounds, and this one came with 250 sheets. I did order this from Amazon.com, and here's the SKU number. So like I said, I will be doing videos each of the skin tones. This video is going to be with the Pastel Peach. I have done a coloring using these markers as a base, except for the terracotta one. So prior to making the videos for this skin tone, I will try to practice this one. Yeah, so that's going to be later on. And all the colors I use for this video, again, I think I told you earlier that you will find them down below in the video description. You can also find links to the items I used in this video down below. Okay, so we'll get started for this video. I will start off again with the number 26 Pastel Peach, and I'll show you a couple examples that I used, or that I did using the Pastel Peach. So here's one coloring I did, and this is in Ladies of Leisure 2. This is illustrated by Zan Von Zed, and I did the base of her skin with Pastel Peach. And then I also did in Hannah Lynn's A Whimsy Christmas coloring book. I did the first one also with Pastel Peach. So, you know, this one is a little bit paler than this one. It also, I colored this one with Faber Castell, and I colored this one with Prismacolor pencils on top. So normally I wouldn't use Prismacolors on Create Space paper, but this printing of Hannah Lynn's Whimsy Girls Christmas was printed by Permuted Press, and their paper is a lot smoother compared to the Amazon Create Space paper, so it was a lot easier for me to use the Prismacolor on this kind of paper. But yeah, so this is the skin tones that I colored using the Pastel Peach. Okay, so I'll be coloring in this section, and I'll be right back, clear up my table, and we'll get started. Okay, I think that will be the last time I touch this page. Well, this section right over here. I thought it was done, but when I looked at it again after dinner, I was tempted to add more, so I recorded what I added. I'll add the picture somewhere here to show you guys the difference from where I left off to what I added afterwards. And as you can see, you know, for me with skin tones, it takes me a while. Sometimes I don't know if it's done or I need more. I worry about what if, you know, I mess up trying to do more, and then what do I do from there? So, you know, one thing I always do, because, you know, sometimes I'm just looking too closely as I color. During my progress, I take a picture of the page I am working on, so that I can look at it at a different perspective, and it really helps. It you know, it pulls you away from the page, and to make it easier for you to see it as a whole. So yeah, coloring skin tones while I'm recording is kind of hard because my phone is what I'm using to record. So yeah, that's probably why after dinner when I came in and looked at the picture, I just wanted to go back in again. So yeah, so taking several pictures of your progress, and as you look at your picture, see if you should add more color or if you're done. So yeah, and you know, usually when I color skin, it's the last thing I have to color on the page, so everything else is finished. That way I can see the whole page and take it in and take my time. And for some reason, for me, it helps me decide what colors to use for the skin. So, you know, as I do this series, sorry, my son in the background. So for the series, I'm going to use the colors that I would gravitate to color that tone of skin. And I do hope these videos are helpful, especially for those of you who have asked me to share how I color with markers and pencils. So I will continue the series with the next one being the pale cream. So this is 142 pale cream. And I thank you all so much for spending your time with me. I hope you enjoyed watching how I color this skin tone using the markers, the marker and colored pencils. And I hope to see you all at my next video of this coloring series, or any other videos I may put out in between. So please take care, keep safe, and stay healthy. Happy colorings, my friends. Bye-bye.